Welcome to SDH-HV Bercerita, brought to you by Sekolah Dian Harapan Holland Village. My name is Ibu Chevi and I'm going to read Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne, Chapter 3. Fogg to the rescue. The train puffed its way through India, passing magnificent temples and fields of coffee and cotton. Passepartout saw it all, amazed. Fogg found a man to play cards. But halfway through the third day, the train came to a stop. "The track ends here," a guard announced. "It starts again in 50 miles at Allahabad." Passepartout was furious. "How will we reach Calcutta in time?" he demanded. Fogg didn't seem worried. "I've allowed time for delays," he said quietly. "We simply need to find another way to travel." Passepartout rushed off. Soon, he was back with the answer. The elephant was expensive, but Fogg didn't mind. He invited his card-playing friend to join them. Then he hired a guide, and half an hour later, they were lurching through the jungle. Passepartout bounced up and down with glee. Every now and then, he tossed the elephant a sugar lamp. They journeyed for hours, crossing forests of dead trees and sandy plains. That night, they camped in a ruined bungalow. They were off again at 6 the next morning. Breakfasting on bananas picked from a tree, they had almost crossed a thick forest when they heard music and voices. A large procession was making its way through the trees. In the middle of the procession, a group of warriors carried the body of a dead prince. Behind them, two priests were pulling a beautiful girl. Passepartout was shocked. "What are they doing?" he cried. "It's the custom," their guide explained. "When a prince dies, his wife must die too, so they can go to heaven together. Tomorrow, Princess Auda will be burned to death beside her husband." Passepartout was horrified. Even Phileas Fogg, who let nothing disturb him, seemed upset. "I have 12 hours to spare," he observed. "Let's save her." By nightfall, the procession had reached a small temple. The princess was locked firmly inside. Everything seemed hopeless until Passepartout had an idea. Next morning, Princess Auda was laid beside her husband. Then the priest lit a huge fire, watched by a silent crowd. Suddenly, the air filled with screams. Some people even flung themselves to the ground. The dead prince was sitting up. His ghostly figure rose through the smoke and grasped Princess Auda in his arms. Then he strode off into the jungle. "Let's go!" the ghost called to Fogg. It was Passepartout, who had disguised himself as the prince. Fogg and his friend chased after them, dodging bullets and arrows as they ran to safety. That is the end of the chapter 3. See you again!